across the last handful of years, curling has effectively seen a rebirth, especially with the Winter Olympics happening right now in Beijing. We're stopping with the Last Chance Curling Club to see what makes curling so great.
Curling's been exploding in Helena, and as a sport, we've been seeing more and more interest over the last couple of years. With the Olympics coming up this year, we have had a lot of interest.
In a study published in 2020 analyzing the 2012 Olympics in London, researchers found that the large-scale sporting events do increase participation, and according to USA Curling CEO Jeff Plush, the same remains true for curling. And for Plush, it's less about the Olympic bump and more about people curling year in and year out.
The Olympics are fantastic, but they are 2 weeks, and so we have an opportunity to grow all the time. And so it's making our sport more relevant every year, not just during the Olympic year. And that's a lot of what we spend a lot of time focusing on, is not just February 22, but what are we doing in 23, 24, and 25 also.
So what does that mean locally in Helena? The Last Chance Curling Club recently hosted Helena High students to show them what curling is and even gave them the chance to throw a few stones, as well as holding open curling and learn to curl events where people, whether they're a beginner or have been curling for decades, can come out and enjoy the sport.
These open curl events that we've been having from noon to 1 on Fridays, once a month, have got a lot of new people in that maybe aren't willing to commit to an 8-week league session but want to try it out.
At an open curling session in February, MTN Sports spoke with a few first-time curlers about why they chose to try out curling for the first time.
I've always watched it on the Olympics, and it's been one of those things that I've always wanted to try. My family thinks I'm crazy, but I just think it's one of those sports, it looks easy, but it's definitely not. I can tell you after pushing it a couple of times, it is not easy.
Exercise and enjoyment out of doing something I would like to do. Even though I'm old, I'm in my 70s, and it would be a lot more fun to socialize with people.
With Team USA winning gold in the event in 2018 and vying for another medal this year in Beijing, Tollefson believes there's never been a better time to give the sport a try.
Anybody can do this. These look like normal people. They are professional athletes, but a lot of them just have regular jobs and they're just normal people, but it's something that anybody can do.
In Helena, Sam Hoyle, MTN Sports.